Greetings YouTube, Sega Zombie here and welcome back guys to another video. And yes, we've got another Atari video guys. This is a follow-up from my first impressions video of the Atari 2600 Plus. Now while filming that video, and if you guys have not seen that video, please go and check that video out. We stumbled across a few issues, and I do know that Tooty UK has also stumbled across issues in regards to the compatibility of the 2600 Plus when it comes to the 7800 games. Now, I've stumbled across a few more issues which I'm going to share with you guys. But for those of you that haven't seen the London Gaming Market video, I also picked up some of the new games that were released. And first up, we've got the 4 games in 1 cartridge and the paddle controllers boxed. Now I got this off Tooty's mate Darren. Daz, he done me an absolutely stellar deal on a big bundle, but I bought this off him. He sold this to me because of a game that I purchased off him, and he said, you know, it's best to have brand new paddles. So we're going to give them a quick blast, see what they're like guys. Check out the paddles because I didn't do that in the first video. Then, as promised in that last Atari video, I said I was going to pick up Mr. Run and Jump. And again, this is sealed. I've not played it yet, guys. And I got this also off Daz at the London Gamer Market. So we're going to give Mr. Run and Jump a blast. But not only that, guys. At the last London Gamer Market, I picked up a number of 7800 games and some more Atari 2600 games also. So we're going to give all of those a try, but let's just have a quick recap. So out of the collection I've got, Tower Toppler works. That worked, no issue. Ninja Golf, I didn't capture that on video because this weren't at hand when I done the video, but this works. There is no issues with Ninja Golf. Food Fight, after loads and loads of attempts and cleaning and frustration, this game does not load on the 2600 Plus. There now, loads of people reached out to me in comments on that video, and apparently Atari are aware of this problem. They're saying it's a PAL issue, which I'm scratching my head a little bit because I know for a fact that Tooty UK has tried a NTSC version. Now I can't remember if it was Food Fight or Choplifter. So I know that one of these does not work, even the US version, the NTSC version. But Choplifter and Food Fight do not work, guys. Do not work at the moment. But apparently if we keep logging into the Atari Age forum for the 2600 Plus, again, a viewer of the channel left a comment saying that there is going to be an update at some point, which hopefully will eradicate some of these 7800 incompatibilities. Pole position 2. Now this loaded in the video, but we're going to get onto this game later on, and this could be alarm bells for certain other games, but we'll mention that when we zoom in on the 2600 Plus and the screen, and I'll go through that all with you guys. And then the new games we've got a handful of new games to try. I've not tried any of these yet. These are all what I picked up from the London Gamer Market. And we've also got some 2600 games. This one was recommended to me by Cy, Ginger Hippie Gaming, so looking forward to that. Kaboom! All of you in comments on that Atari video told me I had to own Kaboom, and it's one of the best Atari 2600 games. Loads of you said that this was the best paddle controller game. Some of you said this is the best Atari game, so I'm really looking forward to giving that a blast if it loads. This one was recommended to me by Daz at the London Gamer Market. I said to him I wanted a shooter on the Atari that was good, that I'd never played before. I promised him I would cover this in a video, so we're going to cover this as well. Spider Fighter by Activision on the 2600. And finally, Kung Fu Master. So we've got a fair few games to go through, guys, but the first thing we need to do is clean these cartridges up. because the one thing I have noticed about the Atari 2600 Plus is because it's downloading the ROM from the cartridges, dumping that ROM into the console, and if those contacts aren't clean, then you'll have an issue. So we're going to clean all these contacts now, guys, and then we're going to get back to the screen and we're going to play some Atari gems, hopefully. So before we get onto the fun stuff, we have got to clean these cartridges, guys. Now, I'm not going to video me cleaning each individual game, but I'm just going to share with you guys what I do use. I think many of us use this now, but just in case you're wondering how to clean those cartridges and get those pins nice and clean, is you need some isopropanol. This is easily available online. Amazon is where I tend to get all mine from, and you want it as pure as possible. 99.9% purity. So you need isopop. And you also need some cotton buds, or Q-tips as they're known in the States. It's just a question of a bit of elbow grease now, guys. And, you know, assessing the cartridges. You'll be surprised how much you get off these. I just pour a little bit of the isopop into the lid, dunk it in the cotton bud, and then we need to rub along those pins, guys, and get them lovely and clean. So yeah, I'm going to be getting on with this, and in a few moments time you're going to be in front of my TV and we're going to play some games, guys. So first up we've got Meltdown. So let's get this into the Atari 2600 Plus, guys, and see if Meltdown is going to work on this new console. Got power. Oh, it's loading game. It's still loading game. Wow, that's a long load, this one. That's a good sign. Yes, it's worked. So Meltdown is a success. Next up, we're going to go for Jinx, again from the London Gamer Market. Is Jinx going to work? Here we go. Again, another long loading time, guys. And we got sampled speech. So that works. Guys, let me know in comments if you want follow-up videos on what these games play like. Let me know. We're going to focus more on some of the Atari games that people have recommended to me. Next up, we have got Hat Trick, an ice hockey game on the 7800. Let's see what this does. Come on, can we get 3 out of 3? And it works. That's brilliant. Next up, guys, we've got Crossbow. Is Crossbow going to work? Out of all of these that I purchased from the London Gamer Market, this is the one I'm looking forward to playing the most, so it's probably not going to work. Come on! Long loading again. I can't believe how long it takes for it to run a simple Atari cart. And it's worked. Oh yes. So yes, chuffed with that one. And then finally we have Matte Mania Challenge. So let's give this a try. Lovely clean contacts. Again, a long loading time, guys. Unbelievable, really. but it's worked. Yes, Matt Mania Challenge has loaded as well. 5 out of 5, guys. That's a real positive. That's brilliant. Now on to a little bit of a negative, a little bit of a sour note. And I mentioned this at the beginning of the video. Pole position 2. Now, this loaded when we tried this on the first video, but there is a problem. And I'm now going to show you guys. So, we take pole position 2, place it into the Atari. It's loaded without a problem. Now, as I highlighted in the first video, this is a 2-button game. Wow, technically it is. So let's start the game. Now it's up and down to change gear. Button 1 to accelerate. So I'm not accelerating. I can change up and down gear by pushing it up and down. I can turn left and right on the joystick, but I cannot move. No matter what I do, I'm not going anywhere. So let's try an original 7800 controller. Let's plug that in. This is an original 7800 controller. You've got button 1 is to accelerate, and I imagine button 2 is to brake. Press button 1, it does nothing. Button 2 does nothing. Now, sometimes, as you can see, button 2 will accelerate. But randomly, you'll lose all power, like that. Ugh. Let's start again. We timed out there, just to show you guys what I'm on about. So let's reset the game. So yeah, when you plug this into the 7800, number 1 is to accelerate. And here we go. We've got the problems again that I cannot accelerate with either button. And then randomly, every now and again, it will accelerate using button 2. So this is an emulation problem. It's got to be. Whereas before we could accelerate, now we can't do anything. So that's an issue with pole position 2 on the Atari 2600 Plus. Need to go through all the 2-button games now to see if there's issues with using the second fire button. But, you know, no matter how much I'm trying, guys, I cannot get this to work. And randomly, there you go, randomly, I'm getting some power. But my time is going to be run out by the time I can go anywhere. So definitely a emulation issue with pole position 2 on the Atari 2600 Plus. Right, guys, let's see what Mr. Run and Jump's all about, shall we? A new game released by Atari. Break the seal. So we've opened that up, and inside, unfortunately, like Berserk, there's no manual, but you do get a nice little slip cover to put the cartridge in. So we'll pop that out of there. What can we say? It's a very authentic looking Atari cartridge. Even feels like an original Atari cartridge. The same weight. Everything looks the same. I love how the artwork's been done to this in style with the original Atari games. We should have no issues with this. Nice tune. I like the tune. That's pretty cool. So we just press fire button. Yes, we do. So our dog runs away and we've got to go and find it. I think it's just a simple run platformer. Lots of jumps and spikes. Whoa. Got to time it just right. I imagine it's going to be one of those pixel perfect jumping games This is going to get extremely difficult, I'd imagine. Oh, lot there. Ladders to go up. To go down. And to go up. Oh, got an enemy. Let's not fall down the pit of doom. So we've got to time this right. Ah! Okay. So yeah, as you can see, it's advancing, getting a little bit more tricky. That's the first level done. Whew. Okay, it's all about timing. Oh. No! I left it as late as I could to jump there. This has definitely got one more go factor about it. Oh, this is a lot of fun, guys. Simple, but really fun. Again, that Atari pure gameplay. Oh, yes, we've done it. Now we've got to time this drop, have we? Completely wrong! Completely wrong. Right, I think this is the final life. Just one more go. Oh, I thought I was going to fall there. No, and we died. So there is Mr. Run and Jump. I'm going to spend a lot of time playing this one, guys. But let's move on. We've got more games to try. So next up, guys, we have got the 4 games in one cartridge, which is the paddle controller box set. Little trick that I learned from Tooty, actually, is he got this, and you don't need to break the seal on the top. You just open it at the bottom. So that's what we're going to do. This is all wired in there, lovely. These do feel actually really nice. They do. Quite authentic. But we are not going to play the games on here, because everyone's covering those games. We're going to play Kaboom, because this game was just hyped by everyone in comments on my last Atari video. So let's just hope this works. Here we go, here's Kaboom. Right, so I've got to remove the Atari joystick. I've got to plug in the paddle controller. Here's the cartridge, let's bung that in. Turn it on, fingers crossed. Loading cartridge. Oh dear! And we've got a non-loader! I think this is going to need a quick wipe over again. Here we go, here's attempt number 2, guys. Is it going to work? Oh yeah, and we're working. Now, I don't remember this game from my childhood at all, guys, so I'm not going to have a clue what to do. And I ain't reading the instruction because, well, we don't do things like that, do we? So let's reset the game. And what do we have to do? So that's our paddle. Oh wow, so we just got to stop the bombs, have we? This is cool. The paddle stick is really good. Oh my goodness, now it's getting a little bit more frantic, guys. But yeah, this works lovely. Whoa, it's getting fast now. I can honestly say I never had this game back in the day, but I'm loving it. This is a great game. Oh! And then I died. I like how you lose one of your sort of paddles. Ah! This is going to take some practice. But this has been recommended to me by Cine Steve. Loads of you in comments. And I can see why you gave this game so much praise. Plays really well. I'm dying because I'm just rubbish at it. But what a cracking game. And I'm glad I got these paddles. Going to look forward to playing some of the other games. Before we move on, I will just show the cartridge. But yeah, there's the cartridge. And you get Breakout, Cannon Bomber, Night Driver, which I remember fondly as a kid, and Video Olympics. And again, it's got the dip switches like the 10-in-1 cartridge you get with the machine. But we ain't going to focus on those games, guys. We're going to focus on a game that was highly recommended to me, and I purchased it solely on his recommendation. We're going to find out if he was a great salesman or whether he has genuinely recommended a stellar game. So we're going to end this video on a bit of Spider Fighter. First impressions of Spider Fighter. Another Activision game. It seems like there's a running theme. Some of the best games on the Atari are Activision. You know, my favourite Atari game. Kaboom. What a game. Really impressed with that. But we are now going to go with another game I've never ever played before. Really looking forward to this. Been itching to play this game ever since the London Gamer Market. But I promised Daz it would be on the video. My first impressions. So let's turn it on. Let's just hope it loads after all that hype. Oh yes, and we've got a loader. So we're going to have to press game start here. Oh my goodness. Didn't get back in time, guys. So, oh wow. This is fast and frantic. So we've got, I take these guys out. Now is there a pattern to it? So it's level 2. Oh. Controls really smooth. Oh. Let's turn the lights off, guys. Have another go, because there's a lot of reflection on this one, because it's got a black background. Let's go again. I've got to quickly get back to the controller before we go. Oh, just in time. This is hard. Right, so I think I've got to take out the smaller projectiles first, because these guys go nuts. But wow, this really does play brilliantly. Oh no, it's still frantic. He's going to get me. What a tough game. Well, Daz, I'm hooked. I'm liking it. It's really hard, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. It's going to take a bit of practice, I think, to definitely leaving that guy, definitely leaving certain ones. You've got to do them in order, so they don't go so frantic, I believe. That's it. That's the way to do it. What a game. I have never ever played this before. What was going on there? What was he moving up the top there? Is that something I'm missing in the gameplay? Let me know in comments, guys. What am I missing? Daz, what am I missing in this game? Tremendous game. Really, really enjoyed that. Whew. So there we go, guys. That's the end of this Atari follow-up video. Let me know in comments down below. Have you played Spider Fighter? This keeps you on your toes. This is fast and frantic. I'm loving it. A great recommendation, Daz. I'm chuffed sick with that. So So really looking forward to playing more of this. And you guys for recommending me Kaboom. What a game. I'm really liking this. So I've got lots more Atari evenings coming up. After a busy day at the Retro Realm, I've been really enjoying chilling out to some Atari. Let me know in comments down below, guys, if you've had any compatibility issues with games not working that requires 2 buttons on the 7800 carts. But I'm still loving all of this Atari buzz at the moment, guys. And that's it for me from this video. Until next time, I'm Sega Zombie. Goodbye.
Sega Zombie. Sega Zombie.